Hi again. Okay, guys, so let me show you our agenda for today. What we're going to do. This is the plan. Did you already choose your idea for the project? Tell me about it. Not yet?
No, teacher, no yet.
No? Why is it so hard? What happened? There are lots of things that you guys can talk about. Okay, plan for today. Here we are. So today's our class 4 and today is June 14th. So we're going to start with a game to check how to report to speech because that was something that we did not finish last night. And I don't want you to just have all those doubts or questions about the exercise we were working on. So first the game, later we go back to the exercise to finish analyzing the 5 sentences we selected, according to the grammar rules, yes? Once we have that ready and clear, we can just continue, just work on a couple of exercises from the same topic, and that way we can just move on because we're going to talk about verbs that summarize what people say. You guys were summarizing articles some minutes ago, weren't you? Yeah? Kind of discussing articles, maybe summarizing them. So we will check out some vocabulary about actions or verbs that summarize what people say. We will analyze two talking interviews. One of them is for Diana Princess. Yeah. And at the end, you guys, well, at the end, no, like you will be working together during the whole lesson, but maybe I will ask you to register some work from this unit in our classwork folder, okay? Because we already have something from Unit 9, so we have to collect something from Unit 10, and that way tomorrow we can start with Unit 11. And Unit 11, sorry, will give you some more ideas about the topics for controversial issues in life, so do not worry. Eventually, you will find your idea for the project. Okay, let's start with the game. Look what I did for you. Here we have this game. It's a board game. It is required to be played by 2 or 3. So I give you an online die here. Yeah, so you can roll the dice and you can play. For example, I'm going to just, let me see. I'm going to show you how you can play it, and I'm going to choose just any of you to do it with me. So let me see. My goodness. The computer is very slow as well as I am. Okay, wait. Let me just open the board game and also your dice so you can use both. Here we are. So what I want you to do is, one of you can share the screen, and maybe if you know how to split your screen and you can show both, that would be wonderful. If you cannot do it, no problem. But if there is any person who is able to do it here, maybe that person can teach us. Who can do it? I know some of you can do it. You know what I mean? Like when you share the screen and you are just, like,
Yes, sure.
do you know how to do it, Sylvia?
Yes, but I can't because currently my computer is so slow. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's
But
slow.
maybe if you can lead us to that, no? But if you can tell us, no? Because every computer is different, maybe that's why?
I don't know, teacher. I guess.
Okay. Well, if you manage to do it, wonderful. If you can't, no problem. You can play like me. Look, I'm going to choose, okay, Andres. Andres, can you play with me? So, Andres and I take turns. This is the board game. It's very big, it has lots of questions, and it is okay if we do not finish answering them all, okay? No problem. I will just give you some minutes, I will go to your rooms and I see, how much time we need. Okay, so all of you are going to start here, okay? Andres, are you ready? Are you following me? So we can do it? I'm afraid he's not.
Okay, teacher.
Oh yeah, you are, awesome. So, okay, Andres and I are here. Here I have the dice, so you guys can roll the dice. I will give you the link for the 2 things, don't worry. Here is our, okay, here is our dice. Yeah, so you click here on roll. In this case, 2, yes? So you guys are going to count 2 spaces and you have to report the sentence or question that is in that box. In this case, it's 2 for Andres. So Andres, please. Okay, I already rolled the dice and you're going to report the one that corresponds to number 2, which in this case will be here, 1 and 2, this one. Okay, this one. I'll bake some bread. Can you report that one, Andres, please? You can just name whoever you want, like she said, or he said, or I don't know, Paul said, or Peter, or whoever you want. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, teacher, I'm not sure, but it could be, you said that you will bake some bread?
That you would, right?
You will, oh, sorry, you
Uh-huh.
will, yes.
From will to would. So the teacher said she would bake some bread. Yes, and then you guys roll the dice again. Well, if you can split the screen and project both at the same time, will be wonderful because you just click here and roll the dice and that's it. Yeah, and you count from here the number of spaces. So if Andres is here, later when he has to roll the dice again, he will start from here, not going back, right? So for example, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Your sister will come to my party. He said that my sister would come to our party or his party. I know whoever. Okay? So let's practice a little bit about this and then we go to the tricky part that is analyzing the exercise we were finishing last night. So 2 things in the chat. The link for the dice, there you are. That's the online dice. And also the link for the board game. My God. Okay. The link for the board game. So please open them. I already let you share your screen. And before you guys go to play, I will check the attendance very quickly. Very quickly. Because it's time. Okay. Gerson Arismendi.
Hi, teacher, present.
Okay, Gerson, thank you. Jean-Claude.
Hello, teacher, present.
Thank you. Jessid.
Present, teacher.
Natalia.
Present, teacher.
Andres Camilo.
Hi, teacher, present.
Silvia.
Hi, teacher, present.
Joan.
Hi, teacher, present.
Elkin.
Hi, teacher, present.
Very good. Julian.
Hello, teacher, present.
Jeanette.
Hello, teacher, present.
Okay, awesome. Carlos Andres.
Present, teacher.
Cool. Mabeli.
Present, teacher.
Jose.
I'm here, teacher.
Awesome. Lisette?
Present, teacher.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you. Okay, I'm so sorry for not giving you the greeting, full of energy as usual, but just let's take it easy. Your teacher is feeling a little bit sick. It's okay. You guys know what you have to do, right? Do you understand the instruction?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Teacher,
teacher.
I don't have the link in the chat.
No, I just sent it
I
to
don't know what happened.
Oh, because I sent it to, okay, sorry, it was my mistake. I sent it to people who are in the waiting room, but there were no, okay. That was my mistake. Thank you for telling me, Lisa. Here we are. There you are again. One of them is for the online dice and the other one is for the board game. So just start working on how to report those statements or questions. Remember that when we report questions, it is not necessary to keep the question word order. Yeah, you just use the statement. That's it. And that's it. Enjoy it. Call me if you need. I will be visiting your rooms and I will see you in a bit. Let's go. I think couples is fine. Yeah. So you have to wait for long. Oh, sorry. Carlos, what's your question?
Yes, teacher, I don't have the link for the game.
Excuse me. I'm not sure
The
if
chat.
you got it. I sent it in the chat. Could you just check this?
But teacher, it is the puzzle, now
Oh, both are.
the link.
I send you both. Don't worry. Okay, I will send them to you again separately. So you guys. Okay, this is the online guys, and I will send you the other one once again. Don't worry. Both of them were there before, but maybe you thought that was only one. Okay, don't worry. Okay, is it okay now? No. Yes, I think it is.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
thank you. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. Let's go. report commands. Okay. Commands are reported with the verb in the original form and the preposition to, because it's an order, it's an instruction, it's an imperative. So for example, sorry, I say, be quiet. So you say, the teacher told me to be quiet. Yeah? Open the door. Teacher asked me to open the door. Yes? So the way we report commands, you know what a command is, right? Commands, imperatives, orders, or instructions do not have tenses and do not have subject because they are just a command. So if you see a command like that, that is, let me think, what's the command? It is, do your shopping in the afternoon. So he told me to do my shopping in the afternoon. Do you understand? ¿No?
To do my shopping.
Ajá, es una orden, es un comando, una instrucción. No tiene tiempo ni tiene sujeto. Entonces, me dijo que hiciera tal cosa. Yeah, so, that's how it works. The only different thing with commands is the negative form. Because in the negative form, for example, you say, Natalia, don't talk to me like that. So it's like the teacher told me or asked me not to talk. Yeah, not to. That's the only difference here. In the positive form, to do, to hear, to work. Sorry, Jose. In the negative, not to. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Teacher.
Yes, what's the
Hi,
question?
teacher. Teacher, we have some question about the this option, and let's say, do your shopping in the afternoon. But I'm not sure how to create a sentence with report to speech, so I don't know. I am a little
The
lost with that.
subject. I,
Yeah.
he, she, me, I don't know.
Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Okay, let me tell you how. These sentences are, wait a second that I feel like, these sentences are commands. They are imperatives, you know, instructions. You know what a command is, right? A command is, for example, listen to me, open the door, write that on your notebook. Yes? Those commands or imperatives do not have any tense or any subject. So you don't have to worry about going one tense to the past. It's not necessary. What you have to do is to use the preposition to and the verb in the original form. No problem. For example, in that one, do your shopping in the afternoon. So you can say, my mother told me to do the shopping in the afternoon. The teacher asked me to answer the question. My sister told me to respect her. You know what I mean? Is it okay now? Not really?
Okay.
No. Let me just
No, no, really. Yes. In the example, you said my mother told me to do
it sounds very
shopping.
weird, but my mother told me. My mother told me to do the shopping in the afternoon. Like that. Okay?
Teacher, don't have
Es una instrucción, es un imperativo. Los imperativos o los comandos no tienen sujeto y no tienen tiempo. Es cuando te dan una instrucción. Como, no me hables así. Escúchame. Escribe. Arregle la ropa. Recoja el desorden. ¿Sí? Ok. In that case, you use to and the verb. That's it. Yes? The teacher told us to work. La profesora nos dijo que trabajáramos. Mi mamá me dijo que hiciera el mercado en la tarde. Yes? So, no tenses, no changes. But if it's a negative command or a negative instruction, for example, Madeline, do not talk to me like that. Show respect. Okay, so in negative, when you say don't do it, you have to use not to. That would be different. Like, for example, my mother told me not to eat those candies. Andres, do not eat the candies. Oh, my mother told me not to eat those candies. Okay, that's the only difference in commands. Is it better now?
Yes, only
Only for commands, imperative.
okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure. See you in a bit.
Okay, teacher.
I'm so sorry I took so long. Oh, Jean-Claude, you are by yourself. I took so long to come here because I was talking to other classmates. What's that?
No problem, teacher. I was with Elkin, but I don't know if his microphone doesn't working, but he leave the
The connection, maybe?
the Zoom there. Yes.
I will go back to the main room to see if maybe he's waiting for me to give him, permission to get into the room. Is it
Okay.
I have been in the
Okay.
other rooms, so I don't know what's going on in the first one, okay? Don't worry. Thank you for telling me.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, let me see how can I fix that.
Hi, teacher. Excuse me, my internet is.
Jean-Claude was
I was in room number 7.
yeah, Jean-Claude was telling me that you were not with him, that maybe something happened to you.
Yes, I have a problem with the modem. I don't know what's happened with that.
Okay, don't worry. I'm just sending you back to that room.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for working on that. Most of the rooms, when I visited you, asked me about reporting number 5, which is a command. Okay, so sorry about the ones that I already explained like this, but maybe some of you did not listen to me, so I'm going to repeat. Okay, how do we report commands? Commands in English are instructions, imperatives, yes, orders. For example, I can say pay attention, yeah? They do not have any tense and they do not have any subject. So if I say pay attention and you need to report what I said, you guys will say something like this. The teacher, you can use ask or tell, yeah? So the teacher told us to pay attention. Or the teacher asks us to pay attention. That's the way. So you don't need to worry going one tense to the past. No, it's not necessary. You just report with the preposition to and the verb. So it means the infinitive. That's it, because that's an imperative. If I say, listen to me, the teacher asks us to listen to her. Yeah? If your mother tells you, help me with the dinner, you will say, my mother asked me to help her with dinner. Okay? Maybe the only different thing you guys need to know about reporting commands is the negative form. What happens with the negative form? You guys will use not to. Let me just type it here in the chat. So, my mother asked me to do the laundry. That will be the command of do the laundry. Jean-Claude, do the laundry. Yeah, your mom is telling you to do the laundry. And that's the way you report that command. What about the negative one? If I say, I don't know, something like, do not yell at your sister, for example. Yes? Do not skip class. Do not eat lots of sugar. Yes? When you say, for example, someone says, don't do it. Don't tell her. Okay? That's a negative command. How do we report negative commands? Using not to. That would be a little bit different. For example, my mother told me not to eat, oh no, not to drink all that Coke that was in the fridge. Okay? So it was very important for me that it's clear, because while you guys were playing, most of you were asking me about how to report commands. Is it clear? Questions? Good? Okay, perfect. So now let's go to, what to say? Let's go back to the exercise we were working on last night. And let's try to analyze the sentences that we selected at the end. Sorry about the camera, guys. Okay. Here we are. These are the sentences that correspond to these reports. Yeah, sentence number 3, number 4, number 5, 8, and 13. So if you guys can go back with your books, you can just go and check out the direct speech. Okay? We are on page 99. Now, we are going to analyze these sentences in order to understand these rules. That's what I like to do, yeah? To check how we can understand this with these examples. Okay, so what do we need to know? Let's start with the first two questions. What generally happens to verb tenses in reported speech? Can you please tell me that? What happens? Boys and girls.
Change?
Yeah, they change. Of course, that's the answer. How do they change? For sure. Yeah, just with an informal answer. Don't worry. Okay, what happens to verb tenses in reported speech? You know that they change. How do they change? So basically, the verb forms move or change one tense into the past. Yeah, from present simple to past simple. From past simple to past perfect. Yeah, so they move one tense into the past. Okay, first question, check. Second one, look at sentence C. Why is this an exception to the rule? And this is what I want us to understand. Let's check out C. The actress said that smoking kills people, and added that if you are killed, then you have lost an important part of your life. Okay, this is the reported sentence, but let's go back to the original sentence to see if it changed, yes, or moved one tense into the past. What is C? It is 5. Smoking kills people, and if you're killed, you've lost an important part of your life. So if you notice, you say, smoking kills people, and if you're killed, so okay, here it doesn't change. So here we have an exception, and we need to understand why. Excuse me? Sorry, Jose, be careful with the microphone. Jose, you want to talk to us?
No, teacher, sorry.
Okay, don't worry. It's okay. Okay, so let's try to analyze why here in the reported sentence, we have the same. We have smoking kills people. And if you're killed, you have lost an important part of your life. It did not change. The tense did not move. Why not? Here it says, look at sentence C and tell me why is it an exception to the rule that says that they have to move one into the past. Okay. The exception is because this information refers to a generalization, okay? And here in the present, it is still relevant, it is still true because smoking kills you, okay? Well, the other part that is very funny, like you have lost an important part of your life, of course, well, yeah, but we are talking about generalizations and relevant information now, okay? So that's something that breaks the rule and will be an exception. Okay, don't worry, that is just, few cases like that. Okay, questions about that one? This one? So here, maybe they are asking us to analyze why is this an exception? And I told, because it's a generalization that refers to relevant information now. Okay, now let's continue. Let's go. Look at sentences B and D. Which conjunctions introduce reported question? Let's go back. B and D. The lawyer asked the witness whether she had been present when her photograph had been taken. What is the conjunction here?
Whether?
Yeah, very good. So whether is one conjunction that can be used to introduce or report the question. Yes? In our colloquial language, it would be like, le preguntó que sí. Yes, it's like when you have an expectation of receiving an answer of yes or no. Que si sí o que si no. Yeah, like that. So you can use this one for introducing reported questions. And the lawyer asked the witness how his first marriage had ended. The witness replied that it had ended with death. My goodness. The lawyer then asked whose death had ended the marriage. Of course, his wife. My God. Okay, so what's the other conjunction or conjunctions here in sentence D? Which conjunctions do you see?
How his?
Again, sorry? Which one? Let me see. Someone is writing in the chat.
How his? I don't know. How?
How? Yes, of course. Sorry, Julian, you are right. It's because I was trying to answer the question in the chat. Sorry. Yes. How? Very good. Okay, perfect. The lawyer asked the witness how his first marriage had ended. So this one is asking us about the manner, about the way, yeah, it happened. So for sure, this one is introducing to the question. We want to know how. Yes, Julian, thank you for raising your hand.
So when we are doing a repeat sports of a question in Spanish, we tend to use, for example, él me preguntó que sí. And so, two alternatives are whether and how.
Yeah, well, Julian, in that one,
Depende.
sorry, in that one that if you that you use que sí, you can use if or whether. Yeah, but
If.
whether is more complete because whether accepts both of them, you know, like yes or no, que sí tal cosa. Entonces, cuando dices que sí, asumes que puede ser una respuesta positiva o negativa. Puede decir que sí, sí o que sí, no, no pasa nada. Cuando pregunto sí tal cosa, yo asumo que es sí, sí, que solamente me está preguntando si lo hiciste. En el caso de how, es más para decir la manera. Entonces, me preguntó cómo lo había hecho. Él me preguntó cómo había aprendido. Él me preguntó cómo había terminado. Yes?
So, how is an AW question?
Yeah.
So we can use ask the witness what or
Exactly, WH word questions. You are right. Yeah,
but
because look.
but we can use if
Can we?
instead whether.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. Yes. Yes, because this one refers to yes or no questions, but in this case, how or whose refers to other information. So that's why we use WH word questions here. Gerson, tell me.
Teacher, I wanted to ask, but Julian answered my
Julian
question.
said, okay, awesome. Yeah, that's collaborative learning. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So here we have other words to introduce questions. And of course, as Julian just mentioned, we can use WH word questions depending on the information we want to get. So in this case, how? Oh, sorry. How? Yeah. And in this one, whose? Yeah. So who died? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Let's continue here. Sorry. Okay. Now we have. What is the difference in word order between direct and reported questions? This is something that I also told you at the beginning of this lesson. Do you remember? Or maybe if I change the question, what happens when you are reporting questions?
Teacher, we change affirmative sentence
Yes, Natalia, exactly like that. In reported questions, the word order is the same as in affirmative sentences, but I prefer saying as in statements. Yeah, it is just a statement. So you don't have to keep the word order of questions. Like in the question you guys had in the game, I don't remember, like, where does she live, I guess. Yeah, I think that was one of your questions in the game. Where does she live? So Julian asked me where my sister, I think that was my sister lived in the past, and that's it. Okay, questions, check. Now, other changes also. Other changes, let's see. Look at sentence A, my voice. What happens to time phrases like now in report to speech? Oh, we also talked about that yesterday. Words like now. Okay. The mayor told journalists that if you excluded the killings, Washington actually had very low crime rate. And the original one has now. What is that one? That is 3. If you exclude the killings, Washington now actually has a very low crime rate. So what happens to that word or words like that when you are reporting? Okay, so let me remind you about that. When you find words like that or words like possessives, expressions of time, you have to change them. And sometimes are omitted. You just delete them, like in the case of here. They didn't use it. Look, the mayor told journalists that if you excluded the killings, Washington actually had a very low crime rate. If you use now, it will be like, totally different. It's not necessary. So you can just omit them. That's it. And in other cases where they express relevant information, you can just change them. Okay? Like, for example, when you say here and then you change it to there. Okay? Good. Now, 6. Yes, Julian, thank you for raising your hand.
We can change this for that.
Can we change? Can we change this for that? For sure, of course. Yeah. Okay. Look at sentence E. Here we are. What happens to interjections like well? Okay, let's analyze. The minister said, E and C and E. The minister said that he didn't know what he had said, but that he knew what he thought, and that he assumed that that was what he said. Sorry, he had said. Okay, now let's look for the interjection. Here is not found, but in the sentence, let's see how relevant it is. Sorry, what was that one? Can you help me, guys? That is 13. I don't know what I said, but I know what I think. And well, I assume that's what I said. Well, here is an interjection, and it doesn't change the meaning of the sentence. It's just like giving, I don't know, maybe an introduction to this, maybe time filler, maybe those words we use when we are just doubting. It's just a word that doesn't affect the meaning of the sentence. So what happened to that word? Tell me, guys. What happened? I just showed you the report. Look, what happened?
Disappear.
Yeah, exactly. It disappeared. It's omitted. You don't need it. So interjections like, well, those are ones that do not change anything. So they are not relevant. You can omit them. Okay. Now, Oh, there is another one because they say C and E. The actress said that smoking kills people and added, if you're killed, then you have lost an important part of your life. I don't remember have seen that one in C, but let's see. Oh, very low crime? No, what is it? What was that one of the actress? 4 or 5? 5.
5.
Thank you. Smoking kills people, and if you're killed, you lost an important part of your life. But in this one, it doesn't have an interjection, but and. Here, added, let me see. Which one was you want to analyze? C and E. So that one was, yes, they are omitted. We don't need them. They do not change anything and they do not express relevant information. Now, look at sentences C and E. That was just for E, C and E. How did you report a series of statements? This is very simple. In this case, look, they are reporting the first part. The actress said that smoking kills people and added. This is the verb you guys can use. Yeah, oh, sorry. So bad. Added, yeah. You add more reporting verbs. You can add, for example, added, replayed, answered, and more verbs that refer to other information. We are going to study some others in some minutes, don't worry. Now, look at sentence D. How do you report an incomplete sentence like with that? Let's check out. E is D 8. 8, 8. How did your first marriage end? With that. And whose death ended it? Okay. So with that, so okay, what did they do in the report? Let's check. Let's check what they did. In the report, they said, the lawyer asked the witness how his first marriage had ended. The witness replied that it had ended with death. The lawyer then asked whose death had ended the marriage. So you cannot stop here. The lawyer then asks whose death. No, whose death what? Whose death had ended the marriage. Okay? So what do we do when an incomplete sentence, when we have to report an incomplete sentence, what do we do? What did they do here in the report? They created a complete sentence. They expanded the information. Yeah? Very simple. You know that they're talking about whose death ended the marriage, so you can continue. And then asked whose death had ended the marriage. Okay? So it's like, for example, y preguntó, ¿cuál muerte terminó el matrimonio? So you continue. Okay, I think that with this, we have a better grasp. I know the reported speech is a little bit tricky and the normal rules we know are for simple sentences, but what about these things? Well, they require more analysis and that's what we are doing. Okay, we are ready for the next stage that is also related to reporting speech. Do not worry. Here we are. This is what we're gonna do. Oh, Julian, thank you for raising your hand.
Teacher, sorry, but
Okay.
I have dealt with the number 6.
Okay. You have, sorry? Oh my God, it's going to rain cats and dogs. Okay, number 6.
No, with the number 6 of the first part. Yes.
Here. Uh-oh. I'd like to play for an Italian club like Barcelona. Oh, what with the word like?
With well,
Which one?
I
Julian?
I don't know how I can do these sentences on report speech.
It's okay. You can just use would. And if you are asking about the word like, this one introduces an important part of the sentence, so you keep it. He said that he would like to play for an Italian club like Barcelona. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, okay.
Yeah. It
And
is
so we can like continue with the would like, right? In
exactly.
repetitive speech.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't change. In this case, I mean, it's the same idea. Would like, and maybe the question was about the word like and as an interjection, but here is relevant because it's introducing wish team. So he said, or he told me he would like to play for an Italian club like Barcelona. That's it.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Good. Now let's go to this. There are other verbs that can also summarize what people say, and these ones can be used for reporting as well. So let's analyze one by one, and then you guys are working with your classmates, checking these shocking interviews. So here we are. Excuse me. Sorry. Wait a second. Okay. So let's start with this one. Confess to make it. So when you confess, it's because you are telling something very honestly, yeah, and with the purpose of giving relevant information. So confess. Refuse to accept. When you refuse to do something or to say something, it is because you are saying no. Yeah, you don't want to. Yes. How would you say refuse in Spanish? Sorry. Refuse.
Rehusarse.
Yeah, me rehuso a. And it is totally connected to be willing to do it. Yeah, it means that you feel like doing it or no. Do you understand the idiomatic expression feel like? That is very colloquial. When you feel like something or when you feel like doing something, how would you say that in Spanish? It's very, very, in our very, very Colombian way. Feel like. Come on, guys. You say like, teacher, I feel like eating a hamburger after class. Oh, cool. Yeah, tengo ganas de. So when you refuse to accept something, it is very connected to feeling like doing it. Yeah. So if you don't feel like doing it, you will refuse, of course. Okay. But now I have a question. What's the difference between refuse and deny? This one. Refuse, deny. What's the difference? Because both of them say no, right? But so
Teacher,
It could
refuse.
be.
Sorry.
no, okay, go.
Continue, Celia.
No, refuse is like, come on, to not accept something, como
Exactly.
rehusarse.
And deny.
Deny es denegar algo,
Yes, it
something
is.
like that.
Yeah. But do you say what was the word that you used for deny? The other one?
Denegar o rechazar.
Well, refuse would be more like rechazar, and deny would be more like negar or negarle a, bueno, negar en las dos cosas. Negar, que es something that isn't true, and negar in the way that I don't permit that. Yeah, I don't give you permission for that. It's like, no, the police denied him entering to the house because he was part of the crime, for example. Yeah. And I denied that I didn't do homework, for example. Negué, dije que no. You know what I mean? Because in Spanish, negar tiene esos dos usos. Negar puede ser que dices que no hiciste algo o que algo no es verdad. O negar puede ser que no permitas que algo suceda. Me niego a esto. Entonces, no, no te doy permiso. ¿Ya? And refuse is to say no. ¿Ya? Because you don't want to. I refused to talk to Julian. He was so rude with me last class. Okay? Is it clear? Okay. I think it's easier to understand in English because the words are very different. But if you translate them, that's when the confusion starts, because both of them will have the same translation in Spanish. So that's why I was just anticipating two questions. Okay, let's continue. Accepted that, of course, saying yes because you feel like. Invited, okay, nothing to analyze in here. Oh, yeah, invited to, invited to be, invited to do, yeah. It is more like persuading someone, convincing, yeah. Accused, well, you know what accused means, yeah. You are saying that something happened or something is real or someone did something. Admit is to accept, yeah. Deny, okay, as I told you. Admit and explain. Questions about these ones? Because you guys are going to use them in the article. Questions?
Admitting is like, for example, admit being innocent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, this can be very, very useful for crimes, of course, for reporting things like that or stories like that. And you guys are going to use them. So I need you to make sure that you understand. Okay, now that we have the vocabulary very clear, you guys are going to analyze this. This is an interview for Princess Diana. TV interviews that rocked the world. Diana Princess and Richard Nixon. So I will send you to a room, but you guys won't have to analyze both of them. No, you are going to analyze only one. So I'm going to divide the groups that way that some of you are analyzing this one and the other ones are analyzing the second. Okay? What do you have to do? You have to read, understand, discuss with your partner, and complete this with these verbs. So here they have 4 spaces. And here you guys have also, oh no, here you have 5. And here you have the options. Okay, 9 options. So you guys are going to use them according to their sentences.
Teacher,
Yes,
what's the page, the
that,
number?
that is 100.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, wait a second because there is a second part of the task. Second part is that you need to guess which 3 are from Diana's interview and which are from Nixon's interview. But there are 8. Here you have 8 quotes. There are 3 extra quotes. So some of them are going to be from Diana's interview and the other ones from Nixon. Okay, so you have to match them. Yes, try to read them and then you guys know which one you're talking about. Then when you are done, I will give you the answers and we will analyze them and that's it. Okay? I don't know, I was looking for the way to register this work, but let me see, because I had another thing in our slides. So it is okay. Let's start doing what I already told you and later I will see. Don't worry. So, is it clear? Now, let me create the rooms and let me tell you who is analyzing which interview. Do you want to work with people you were playing the game, or you want me to send you to a different room? Whatever you prefer is okay. What do you think?
Random.
Okay, Jerson. The rest of you, what do you prefer? Guys? I think it doesn't matter because you are not choosing. So, okay, let me just ask Zoom to do it. It is okay. Here we are, guys. So, room number 1, which is Carlos and Jeanette, you guys are reading Diana's interview, as well as Andres and Madeline, who are room number 2. And we have, let me see, 1, 2, okay, here, okay. Room number 3, which is Jean-Claude and John, you guys continue working on Diana's interview. And rooms number 4, number 5, and number 6 will go to Nixon's, okay, interview. And room number 7 analyzes Diana's interview. Is it clear? Don't worry that I will go to your rooms and I will confirm. That's okay. Do not worry. Okay, let's do it. Can you do it? Open your book, share your screen. You guys are analyzing Diana's Princess interview.
Diana?
Diana or Nietzsche or Richard, teacher?
Because you are the second room, so I told you. Did I tell you?
Richard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God, but let me see. Andres and Magali, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, okay. Well, it's okay. Go with Richard, no problem. Okay, maybe you guys can just, share the book and start reading. Okay, go. Thank you.
Teacher, thank you.
Okay. Jean-Claude and Joan, can you
Well,
guys,
teacher,
can you guys,
we should read the Diana's article, yes,
thank you.
but what is the activity, the 3A or?
Activity is 3A in order to
Yes.
match the quotes, yeah? And of course, you have to do 2A, which is to use the verbs that we just analyzed to complete that interview.
3A and 2A, yes?
Yeah, because you need to complete the interview first, and that way you can analyze it, okay?
Okay, we complete the interview with the 3A, yes?
No, pay attention, look, here we are. These verbs that we just analyzed are the ones that are going to be here in these parts.
Okay, perfect, yes.
Once you have the verbs here, you can analyze the complete text, and that way you can check which of these quotes, yes, are from Diana's interview.
Okay. 3 for Diana, 3 for Richard, and 2 more. Okay, teacher.
Very good.
Okay,
Awesome.
teacher, thank you.
Awesome, very good. Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, Joan.
And
Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
okay.
Teacher, one question. Uh, what difference between accept that and admit that, or is the same? Are the same?
Admit is more like when you have been judged, you know, and there is something missing, you know. So you say, okay, I admit it. Yeah. And accept is to say yes. Yeah, it's like, well, like to, for example, accept and refuse are opposites. Would you like to have a glass of wine with me tonight? Oh, sure. I'm accepting, so I'm saying yes. I say if I want to refuse, it's because I don't feel like doing it, so I will say no. So accept and refuse are opposites. Admit is more related to, well, I accept that that is true. I accept that I did it. You know what I mean?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
You have to check
Yes, teacher.
the context. You know, in this kind of exercises, is a very good option to double check the context. Yeah, to see if it's okay, deny or refuse, because both are saying no. But what is the intention? Yeah. Okay. I was going to ask you if you know which is the interview that you are analyzing. You?
We are analyzing Richard Nixon.
Awesome. So first, well, I think you guys are doing it right because you were asking about this. Okay, so first you have to place these verbs in the text. Once you have it clear with all these spaces complete, you are going to tell me which of these quotes, yeah, could be here in that interview. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Good,
Thank
very
you.
good. Keep working. Okay. Let me just go to the other ones. Here we are. Natalia and
Confess to making. Hi,
Confess
teacher.
making. Hello, teacher.
how's it going? Do you know which interview you have to analyze?
Richard Nixon.
Okay, cool. And you know how to do it, right?
No.
The point 3A.
Let me show you. No.
Complete the sentence of Richard Nixon, no?
With
With the verbs with the phrases on in 2A.
yeah, very good, Natalia. So that's the first thing you guys need to do. We just analyze these verbs. So, okay. Okay. So as soon as you guys place them here and you have this ready, you are going to tell me which of these quotes, yeah, could be heard in this interview. Only 3 because there are 3 for Diana's interview, 3 for Nixon, and 2 extra.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 for this one, 3 for him, and 3 extra that we don't use. Okay, that's what you have to do. Let's do it. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Let me go to this one.
My political life is
Gerson and Sylvia.
Hi, teacher.
How's it going?
Hi, teacher.
Is it good?
No.
We
No?
are we are completing the
8.
Okay,
test.
so you are, I mean, why, okay, you are good. I mean, why is it not good? Gerson says no. Okay. Yeah. I was worried that maybe it was not clear. You guys are doing it right because first you guys are using these verbs that we just analyzed to complete your interview. Which interview is yours? Diana's or Richard's?
Richard.
Okay, so you use,
Richard.
okay, you use these verbs to complete it. Once you have it ready, you will tell me which 3, remember, only 3 quotes, yeah, from these 8 could be heard in Richard Nixon's interview. Because there are 3 for Diana's, 3 for Richard, and 2 extra, okay?
Okay. Only 3 for Richard.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Jose and Julian, good.
Que no es. Hello, teacher.
Continue.
Finished. we were talking
We were
about
talking
the
about the arepa.
arepas origins.
My goodness, which ones? The ones from Santander, the ones with lots of cheese. I love them.
Not
No,
more,
the
more,
arepa
No?
from Venezuela.
yeah.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Now let's switch to the topic. Okay, so how is it going?
But in the about the exercise, we finished.
Mhm.
We already finished.
Okay, so which is your interview?
And Diana Princess.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So first you have to use the verbs that we just analyzed and place them into the text. Yeah, once you have it ready, you need to tell me which of these three codes, because remember there are 3 for Diana's interview and 3 for Richard's, and 2 extra. So only 3, yeah, that could be heard here in this interview. Okay, that's what you have to do.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let's do it. Keep
Thank you.
going. Keep talking about your topics. I don't know what was that, but okay, let me see. I'm missing this one. Okay, this one. Okay, I already visited. Oh, Okay, guys, thank you so much for working, for discussing. Let's check what you guys did. Tonight, I don't want to finish the class with questions. I mean, like, to, an unfinished exercise. So here I have them, and you guys can check if you guys use the same, or maybe we have to discuss any of them. So, Diana, Princess of Wales. Who can help me read this one? Maybe the ones who were discussed in it. Okay? If you need help, here I have the answers for you. So maybe you can tell me, not teacher, but I use the other one because this and this and this. Okay. So when Diana, Princess of Wales, was interviewed on television in November 1995, she was still married to Prince Charles. Diana admitted being in love with someone else during her marriage and admitted that the relationship had been more than a friendship. Oh my goodness. Okay. Another person who please continues. Come on. Come on, guys. 3 minutes and we finish. Come on.
At the same time, she accused her husband a close relationship with another woman
He accused her
and
husband of having. Yes, very good. Thank you.
of having. Okay. And explained that the stress had led to an eating disorder.
Yeah.
Coming from the future Queen of England, this was extraordinary. The hour-long interview caused a media storm. The following year, Diana and Charles divorced, and 2 years later, she died in a car crash in Paris.
Very good. Thank you so much for reading that close. Okay, people who were analyzing the Diana Princess interview have the same answers, or do we want, do you want me to change any? What do you think?
No, teacher.
At the same time, she accused her husband of having a close relationship. So you accuse someone of doing something. Yes? Okay. Perfect. Now let's go to Richard Nixon. In 1977, young British reporter David Frost invited Richard Nixon to be interviewed on television. Ex-US President Nixon was reported to have been paid $600,000 plus 20% of the profits for his involvement. Okay, come on, another person, please.
In the interview, okay.
No, it's okay. It became
In the interview, Nixon denied committing the crimes and
refused to accept.
I need to continue. And refused to accept he had done anything criminal. However, he accepted that he had let the American people down, and he confessed to making a lot of bad judgments.
Judgments.
The interviews were hugely successful and made Frost famous.
Thank you for reading. Thank you so much for helping. Guys, what do you think about your analysis? Was it good? Was it okay? Do you have different answers? Guys?
No,
The
teacher.
same
It's the
answers,
same.
teacher.
Awesome.
Yes, teacher.
So you also finished this part, right? Yes? Could
Yes,
you?
teacher.
Awesome.
Yes, teacher.
Which of these 8 quotes are the 3 that you gave Diana? Okay. For Diana, which 3 did you use? The ones who were working on Diana, please. For Diana, we have
Teacher.
Maybe
Number 2,
Number 2,
5, and 7.
number 5 and 7. Yes, very good. And in these cases, you also need to tell me which of these verbs, can be used for that. So, for example, you say, Diana accepted, refused, denied, admitted, invited, confessed. Which one? So, in this one, Diana admitted, yes? Or denied or
Yes, teacher, admitted.
admitted she had bulimia for a number of years. Awesome. So this one. In number 5, I don't see myself being queen of this country. Ooh. So that one is more like what?
Explain,
Explanation.
maybe.
Yeah, so explain. Yes. And 7, I can't tolerate it. She's talking about the media because it's become abusive. So,
Accused?
yeah, she accused the media, yes, of being abusive for her.
7, teacher. No, 6.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, thank you. Thanks. Okay, to finish, guys, sorry about taking some minutes from your night, excuse me, just to finish, because tomorrow we'll talk about different things. Okay, now, for Richard Nixon, which ones? Maybe talking about politics, yeah?
Teacher, I think number 1, 3, and 8.
3, yes. 8,
Teacher,
what,
I
what
think
about
is
6?
6.
6.
6.
Offense viewing, I will go by 6. Let's go through them very quickly to finish. Okay, which verb here? My political life is over. Oh my God, he accepted it. Because he agreed on that. Now, I let down my friends. I let down my country. Oh. It sounds like a confession. What do you think?
Confess.
Yeah,
Yes.
right? Confess. I did not commit, in my view, an offense. So, he's denying, he's saying
Deny?
no. Yeah, because no, come on. If he confessed that would be, he will be in prison, in jail. But no, he's denied. Okay, my dear friends. Thank you so much for your patience today with my camera and my things and everything. Thank you for your time. And well, this is done. Tomorrow we'll have different things to talk about. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Bye, teacher. Thank
Bye,
Bye, teacher.
teacher.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Night.